Hi, how are you? I just want to talk about a few things, and I'm talking from my own personal experience. I'm speaking from the heart. There's no links in the description box today. Yeah, I just thought it would be maybe some people might be able to identify with me with what I'm saying regarding the state of humanity right now. And I don't need a mainstream media source to point this out to me. You see, for a living, for my work, I'm a salesman and I visit about 50 homes a day on the days that I work. And I get talking to a lot of people every day. And obviously, I'm in the UK. And you know, I have seen massive changes in the collective consciousness of humankind, certainly in my part of the world. I can only speak for my part of the world where I am at. And I have seen a real shift in consciousness. Not positive, I mean, there is positive. More people are waking up. More people are waking up and getting clued up about things. But you know what? There's a very sad, negative shift in consciousness too, as there's this war that's going on for the hearts and minds of humankind. Um, Anyway, so I can tell you what I've found. I mean, I've been in my sales role in this particular job, and like I said, I'm visiting 50 homes a day, and I've been doing that for about 2 years. And you see, in the past 2 years, I have seen drastic change, in the emotions, the attitudes, just the general persona of the people that I talk to. And like I say, I mean, I'm not going to link you to any psychological studies or any articles or any mainstream news. This is just my personal experience, and I don't, to me that's stronger. That's stronger than anything, any reports that I can look at. And there's just a few things. First of all, I want to talk about the economy. And here in the UK, the economy is really bad. And you know what? Okay, here's number one. Right now, this is something that I really noticed as a salesperson. Right, disposable income. Families and individuals have virtually no disposable income. It is, or very little disposable income. They really do. Very, very. People in the United Kingdom are, and I say people, and I'm generalising. Yeah, of course, it doesn't apply to everyone, but I'm talking about I'm talking about the main. I'm talking about the main. Right, people in the main. Right, they are struggling to make ends meet, to pay the bills, to keep things ticking over in their lives, and there's virtually no money for anything else. And you know what I found as well? Okay, I'm talking about people. I visit homes, right, with electric gates and fancy cars in the driveway, newly built homes. That on first glance they look like people with money. And let me tell you this: they've got no money. They've got no money. Um, these people are hard up. Okay. And it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Everywhere I go. I mean, I'm struggling as a salesperson um, to do my job and make a living myself, and it's a knock-on effect from the general populace, and through the economy. Okay, so yeah, people are really struggling financially. Everyone is talking about the recession. Now, is the recession as bad as what it is in reality? I don't know. Well, there's a lot of unemployment. I know that as well. There is a lot of unemployment. And yeah, it's just okay. So that's number one. That's the first thing I want to talk about. Another thing I want to talk about Oh yeah, did you see that? I got that for Father's Day from my son. Hang on, let me show you. I love my daddy. Cool, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, the next thing is there is a real state of apathy. Alright? Apathy among people. People are just apathetic. They're just like, they're just not keen on very much. Just not keen at all. There's this apathy. If you don't know what apathy means, check out the word apathy, because it just sums up the attitude, the general attitude of people. That's something I've found as well. So there's definitely been a shift in consciousness, and it's sad. It's very sad. And I tell you what, people need to wake the fuck up, right? Because people are into very mundane things, and I really see how society's getting like. Now, going back to this apathy, right? Do I believe that this is like just an occurrence, just a phase that humanity is going through? No. And nor is the recession either, right? These things that I'm talking about, right? The economic conditions, the apathy and lethargy, and this general negative attitude, right? It's orchestrated, right? It is. It's orchestrated. It's been brought about through the lifestyles that's induced upon us, and the things that we're taking in through our lungs and through our mouths. I'm talking about chemicals. And I'm not just talking about that, but also the TV. Right? You see the TV. I don't watch TV anymore. It's TV is an awful thing. I mean, do some research on TV. What does TV do to you? It induces an alpha state, makes you suggestible, and it dumbs you down. And if you look at TV, TV has changed. TV has changed. There are things that grab you and entice you and ensnare you. Things that you have to follow and make a commitment to follow. You've got to see the next episode, or you've got to follow this program, this set of programs, and it leaves you hanging so that, I must get to watch the next thing. And it's time consuming, and it distracts you. It keeps you distracted from some crazy things that are going on in the world that you should be aware of. Yeah. So anyway, today my video is just like a general blog. I'm just like offloading some things off my chest, some things that I find is like, things that I find is going on around me. They talk about the zombie apocalypse, right? I've done videos on that before. Well, I say this in jest, but the zombie apocalypse is upon us because, I feel sometimes as though I'm surrounded by zombies. And hey, all my friends out there are not talking to you. That could come across very offensive. I'm not talking about everybody, but I'm talking about the general populace. And I'm sorry if that's offended you, but you know what? It's true. I mean, open your eyes. Just open your eyes. So yeah. For those of you who are in any doubt about the condition in the UK, of like the attitude of UK citizens and the economic position, is not good. I mean, you know what? You know how it is. People's time and energy is consumed with survival. That's how it's got. That's what it's down to. It's survival. Everyone's in survival mode, right? People are working if they're lucky enough to have a job, right? Because unemployment is pretty high, right? But people are working in order to pay the mortgage or the rent, get the groceries in, pay the electric, take care of those little things. I mean, I saw a newspaper headline the other day. It was on the mainstream news just when I was in the shop. I saw a newspaper headline, and I forget exactly what it said, but it was something like, it had this figure, I think it was like 40 million Brits cannot afford a summer holiday this year. Yeah, well, that's different. Food prices are up 40% this summer to what they were last summer. Cost of living gets higher and higher and higher and higher, right? And people's incomes don't get higher. Many people can testify to that. I mean, 15 years ago, I was earning the same as what I'm earning today. It's a little bit different because I work on commission being a salesman now, but comparing like jobs that I've had in recent years compared to like 15 years ago, it was the same, but the cost of living is a lot higher. So you know what? That is why people aren't waking up, and that is on purpose. That is like I was talking about. That is the war for the hearts and minds of the people. People are so consumed with bare essentials of survival, and that is the distraction. That is the distraction. That is why people are not, rising up and making a stand and saying, hey, you know what? This is not like life should be like. It's because people don't have time to think, because they're so consumed with survival, and that's what it is. Big change in attitudes of late. Big change. So, can anyone identify with this? Let me know your thoughts. Cheers.